Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Brooke, or Babysims, or whatever you prefer to call me, and if you're not new here, then welcome back to another build with a story. We're gonna get into the actual story in a second, but first I want to make a little disclaimer that I am pre-recording at the moment. So the date you guys, the day I made this, well, I did it in the last 2 days, but today for me it is the Friday, March 10th. For you guys, it'll be Friday the 20th, I think? No, that doesn't make any sense, bro. Come on now, it's the 17th. So, yeah, I don't know, quick math. It's really late. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's only 8 p.m. Anyway, I have been pre-recording and recording all day, like since 2 o'clock, and it's 8:20 right now, so I've been doing this all day, so excuse me if I seem a little tired, but I am pre-recording right now because well, the infant update, in short explanation, infant update broke my game, which I actually don't know if that's true or not yet, but the update is expected to break everything for a long time, so I'm kind of pre-recording there for a bit just in case that everything is going to be broken, which I know for a fact that it's going to be. I have, I said this in my last video that I just posted, but for you guys it won't be my last video, it'll be a week ago. Today I posted a apartment build. It is the career-based builds. It's for Art Critic. I built that today and I posted that today. And I explained a little bit about pre-recording in that, so if you want to see like a real-time before the patch type of thing, that is the video I posted today talking about it. But also if you guys don't want to do that, so I have 40 mods and I have over 18,000 files of CC. A lot of build CC, which you guys just don't see because I actually have it disabled, which for some reason, like when I'm building the exterior house, you can still see some of my CC, but I have quite a bit of CC in build mode, and I have a ton of cast CC and a 40 mods. So I'm going to be, in the nicest way I can put it, screwed for a very long time. So the first pre-recorded video that I'm going to be putting up will be on the 14th. Let me just look at my schedule real quick. Hang tight. Okay, so on the 14th, a short will go up. That is the first pre-recorded thing. And then there's going to be a gameplay tip video, this build, a save file build, another gameplay tip, another career-based build, and then a couple shorts. So if you guys are wondering, like, why am I talking about things that are in the past, or why am I not talking about everything that came with the pack or anything like that, that's because I don't have it. And nobody does at the moment that I'm filming this, because because it hasn't came out yet, because I can't record when it does, because my game is going to be broken. So I have a pre-recording schedule. Raid goes up right till 25th, which is how long I'm giving myself to pre-record for. Hopefully everything is fixed by then. If it isn't, there won't be any videos after that, so I apologize if nothing is fixed by then. I am praying that it will be. For some reason my brain is telling me that something isn't gonna be, and I am one of those people that if it's not all fixed, I'm not playing. Because in my video I posted today I talked about this, but I am a huge hoarder, and I refuse to delete any CC. I have CC from 2016 that I refuse to delete, and I never used, not even once. So, and I have mods I use like once a sim year, if that. Never use them. No, I have toddler mods and CC, and I haven't had a toddler in my game since last year in real life. So, you know, that's just the way it goes. And yeah, I refuse to delete things. So, and I know how it's gonna go, because it happens every single time there's a patch. I have the same breakdown with myself, and it's, oh no, so and so mod isn't updated and it's broken, and the creator isn't really updating their mods right now. That happens more times than not. I'm gonna mention names anyway. So it usually happens like that, and then I'm like, well, you know, I'm not playing without it, so I'll just wait until they come back from their 10-year hiatus. Which I'm not saying is a bad thing. Take your breaks, do what you need to do. But, yeah, so that's just the way that I am. I don't think I've ever deleted a mod, if I'm honest, in a very long time. I have mods from years ago. Of course they're updated and things, but yeah, and I'm sorry if my voice sounds pretty weird right now. Again, I've been recording all day, and this video is pretty long. It's like 30 minutes, so if by the end of this I sound like Kermit the Frog, I apologize, because that's just the way it be. when you've been doing this all day. Which is funny to me because when I used to work in like retail and fast food, I used to talk literally all day to customers and all that, and I'd be fine by the end of the day. But doing like 3 videos and talking straight for a very long amount of time is just a lot on the vocal cords for me. And also it doesn't help that in between videos, when I was recording the rest of this one and recording my first one and editing, I was blaring music and I was singing every word of every song to that. So I kind of dug my own grave here. But yeah, what was I just gonna say? Oh right, the story. This is a build story and I didn't even tell the story yet. So if you guys are kind of unaware what the series is, let's get to that first. This series is a series where I build things for I just make a storyline out in my head and I build a house I think those people that are in that storyline would live in and kind of make it fit, like look like it's for the storyline. But I kind of changed what this series is since the last video. The last video is the first video that I did after changing it, and this is going to be second. So as you guys know, I am rebuilding the game. I'm doing another series on my channel where I'm building my own save file. But if you guys are new here, then let me fill you in on something that shocks every single person every time I tell them. I only have 1 save. Well, technically I have 2. I have this one, but I only build on this one. There's no households in it. And I have my other one, which is where I've been playing. And I play every night for about 4 hours. Not exaggeration. I play a lot, and I've played in that 1 save, and only that save, for 8 years. And it gets better. Only had 1 family. I'm on generation 38 or 36. I've lost count at this point. It's somewhere in the 30s, I know that, but yeah, it shocks people every time I tell them. I just don't like change, and I'm attached to my Sims and the save I've created, but as you can probably imagine, over 8 years, I don't have any, by the way, I don't have any pre-made families. I don't even have the ones from high school years anymore. They're all dead. They died of old age. Every single one of them. Bella Goth, she died like 38 generations ago. Like, gone. All of them. Gone. So, I kind of had to do in the game with that. I also have MCC, so this helps. But the game, when all your townies die, it can't just be your Sims, so they kind of generate randomized townies to live into different houses and things like that are in your world once they become empty. And that has happened a lot. And so every single household is basically like automated townies that sometimes I make them over. A lot of the time I make them over. Once every like 6 months or so, I go through and I remake every single house with CC. I place new houses down because, sometimes it's like a starter home and it's a 1-bedroom and there's like 8 Sims in it. Yeah. So I do that and I fix all that up. And last time I did that was about, I'd say like 9 months ago. So of course it's way overdue. And so I have changed this builds with a story series. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. Builds with a story series into a remaking that save, because why not? Because I just realized when I was doing it the other day, before I decided to change the series, I was looking through my save and I realized one thing, and it's that I don't have a single build that I've built besides my current household Sims house in this entire game. And I build a lot. There's no reason for me not to have my own builds in here. So, I realized I probably because I don't have enough to fill the whole game. I probably do, actually, but anyway. So, I decided, well, let's try and build the stories, and here's how this works now. So, I go over like that. I'm kind of starting in Willow Creek. I already kind of placed down some houses I've already built. As you said, I have a lot of builds, so I just kind of place them around. But if I don't have one for that certain lot, then I build one. And the people who lived on this lot, introducing the story, people who lived in this lot was a young adult male and his 3 siblings. The teenage female, a teenage male, and a child male. He was an adult, 3 kids, they were siblings. No parents, just them. So the storyline is that I kind of gathered by looking at their traits and their relationships, obviously, is that the parents passed away kind of recently, and as I was building this, the storyline kept getting deeper and deeper. Okay, so the brother, he is 23 years old, right? And it was like the parents' favorite, and he's into music. He's like a music producer. He also does piano. He sings. He plays guitar. He plays electric guitar, acoustic guitar. He makes beats. He does it all, right? And that was kind of what he planned on doing. He planned on moving out at like 21 and going into his own apartment in like the art district and starting his own career as a musician and doing what he wanted to do. Then worst comes to worst, and his parents pass away when he turned 21, And of course, he has 3 siblings that are minors, right? He has a teenage female, and she is 16. The male is 14 in my mind, and then the child is about like 8 or 9. And he can't let them go to foster care, obviously, and he is old enough to take care of them by themselves. So, of course, the parents, they didn't die of like a disease or anything. They died kind of tragically fast, I assume, because it seemed pretty unexpected. So the brother kind of had to take on, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna raise my siblings, and that's just the way it is. So here is a little bit about the Sims who actually live here. So the young adult male, he is their older brother, as we went through. He has the music lover trait and the slob trait. I did not incorporate slob in this build. Can't do it, I'm sorry. But I did add something for the musician trait, which we'll get into later. And we'll get into a little bit of story about the build as we go in, because the build itself kind of tells a story too. And then his teenage sister is 16 years old, and she is a huge partier. Ever since she was like 13, she's out every day at parties. She's like the it girl at school. She has a ton of friends. She's like the popular girl. She has like she's like cheerleader, and her boyfriend's on the football team. You know what I mean. And she just isn't really home, and that kind of sucks, because she's supposed to kind of help out a little bit with her siblings, and she is the second oldest, like Fiona Gallagher, Lip Gallagher type B, Spencer Shea type B. Anyway, so she's not really home though. But yeah, so that kind of sucks. But then the 14-year-old boy, he is the outcast of the family. He's a loner, and he has the green fiend trait and the loner trait. And his goal is to become like if it's the one that's like the one that comes with eco living, I think. It's like to change the environment or something. I don't know. But he has that for his aspiration. And yeah, so he's kind of like a loner. He kind of sits in his room. He kind of writes a little bit. He paints a little bit. Different kind of artsy stuff like that. But he's very earthy, and you'll see that when we get to his bedroom. His goal in life is to literally save the planet. So that's what he wants to do. And so I made his room very plant-like, very greens, very browns, very earthy tones, to match his kind of personality. And I really, really love the way his room turned out. I would love to live in a room like that. But either way, that's kind of him. And then the youngest one is a child male. And of course, we don't know a lot about him because kids in The Sims don't have much personality, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing I did gather was that he has the art lover trait, and he has like the aspiration to be an artist thing, like the child aspiration for art. So he's very artsy. So I put in a little paints, a lot of like drawings on his walls. I put in a lot of like art stuff around, different things like that. The chair in the living room is also his, in case he wants to sit down there. And then at the table, the kitchen table, you'll see a little bit of the artsy side show up too, which I also really like that I incorporated. And each sim has their own kind of thing around the house that incorporates them. As I just said, like the little boy has like some things on the dining room table you're gonna see. The brother has a whole room that you're gonna see that we'll get to, because that has a whole story to itself. The teenage male has like his bedroom and also the garden outside. And for the Miss Teenage Girl, the party girl, we don't really have much for her, to be honest, because she's not here enough to do all of that. But yeah, if you just seen that little cut there, I'm sorry. It is because I cut out me digging through all of the categories to find clutter, because it was like 5 minutes of me looking through every category for stuff to put around. So I apologize for that. But yeah, it happens here and in the kitchen, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I do it anywhere else. So, and usually I use the red shelf mod or CC piece, whatever, to do this thing, like where you raise it up and it can go anywhere on your surfaces. But I didn't want to enable my CC and dig through it and then have to disable it and enable it again. So I just used this shelf from Dream Home Decorator because it actually works the exact same. That's a little life hack for you guys right there. But yeah, this build took me a long time. It took me across 2 days, across many different times. And that's because I was pre-recording so many things. Yesterday I pre-recorded like a 30-minute long gameplay tip video. I recorded 13 shorts yesterday and edited each video I'm talking about. And then I started this build, and I started out with the exterior, and then I had to go. And then I came back later that night, around like 10:30, 11 last night, and then I did it then. And then I recorded all my stuff today, and then I came back here around like 5:30 and finished the build. So right now, right here, we're at today's part. This is where I picked up today. And as you can see, if you go back like 20 seconds and then come to now, something looks a little different. And you see, let me explain myself, okay? Because in the first half of this video, My reshade is like kind of vibrant, just looks kind of like the game but way brighter, and now we have like this airy, peachy, beautiful thing. Yeah, so when I started building the video I put out today, the apartment, I was like, what if I try a new reshade? Why not? And I did that, and I actually got the Dove one, and I feel like you guys definitely know what that is. If you know what reshade is, you know what that is, because every single builder on YouTube for The Sims has that preset, or that preset. So I love it. I put it in my game, and honestly at first I was like, I can't tell the difference. And I did that with my Ocean one too, Ocean Sims one, which is one I play in. So I was like, I can't tell the difference. And then I turned it off and I turned it back on, and I was like, whoa, never mind, I can see it now. So yeah, that's why the lighting changed completely in the last like 30 seconds, because I changed reshades. And you'll see a couple, like, I was gaslighting myself, okay, because a lot of times in this video you'll see my reshade turn on and off, because I'm like, I swear I don't see a difference. There is no difference. This is just what the game looks like. So I turn it off and I turn it back on, and I get amazed every time. It's the way it goes. I did this when I first got Oceans too, for a good like hour straight. I was like, and then I tweaked it in the settings, and then I always go too far, because I get like the original game stuck in my head, and I'm just like, okay, well this is what the game looks like, and then I get a reshade and I still have that vision of what it looks like in my head. Anyway, this is important to you guys, but yeah. So another story I wanted to talk about let's go to like the build story. No, let's not talk about the Sims room, let's talk about the build. So of course this was the family home that the 4 kids grew up in, but as you can see, it's only a 4-bedroom, and if there was parents here and then 4 kids, it would have to be a 5-bedroom. Well, the older brother's room like the 23-year-old, but when he was 21 the parents had, is actually right beside us here. It's in that hallway. It's a smaller, long one. It's the smallest room in this entire house besides the bathrooms, and the bathrooms are like 3 squares bigger. They're not even that much like smaller. Oh wait, pause. There's where I did the dining room table. As you can see, I said that he's really artsy. I put a little placemat and some pens and pencils and glitter and different things on the table, because it's like he draws his own placemat for dinner. Anyway, so that used to be his room, and I actually turned it into a music studio because, well, I mean, his parents passed away, so he obviously kind of took their bedroom. And the kids have their own, of course, so he turned his old bedroom into a music studio, which was definitely an argument for a while. I feel like in that household, the little boy, like the artsy one, was like, I want to turn it into my own personal art studio, and then the teenager was like, no, let me make it into like a greenhouse vibe. And the teenager was like, let me make it my party room. So he was like, no, I'm paying the bills here now, so therefore it is my music room. Because, you know, he, as we talked about earlier, he always planned on moving out to the city and kind of having like a 2-bedroom apartment, but turning one into his own studio, so he can kind of get famous there and grow from there in his own little space where he can boost it on. But now he doesn't have to do that, because he has a room in his own house. So, you know, do what you gotta do. And that's what he did. He did what he had to do, and you do it too. But yeah, so that is just kind of what I decided to do with this build in that room, because why not? I mean, it's the smallest room, and you'll see upstairs just like a blank space for 2 minutes, and it's me just staring at the floor plan and being like, hold on, 4 kids plus parents when they were alive, that would mean there need to be 5 bedrooms. This has 4 bedrooms, so which one shared a room? Or it either went to the music room, used to be the older brother's room, or it could be that the teenager, like the 14-year-old male, and the child male shared the bigger bedroom, and then he had the smaller one. But either way, I don't care. I like the way my story went. But one thing I am proud of myself with this build is that I really did really well with cluttering. Honestly, I find if my build is not looking great, okay, let's just put a little disclaimer. If my build kind of looks bad, okay, it looks kind of weird, doesn't have a lot going on, you know, go girl, give us nothing type of thing, that's probably because I had no idea what I was doing. But then when I go to sleep, I recently started going back to watching speed builds when I'm falling asleep, which is what I did for like a year, and then I stopped. I don't really know why, but I did. And so I started doing it again, and I watched speed builds, and I'm kind of picking up tips along the way on how to make your builds better and how to clutter better and different things like that. And since I've started doing that, I have found a dramatic increase in the way my builds look. I am so proud of how my builds are recently, like actually so proud. And if you look at my first video where I built, second video, where I built a house in The Sims, and look at the house I did recently, and just how my game looks recently, because I've done a lot for this YouTube. Anyway, you can tell a big difference because I've done a lot of different things and have changed a lot. And I'm really, really proud of the way that my building skills are improving over the years, or over the year. We're actually coming up on my anniversary for having a YouTube channel. Let me check. I have it like marked. I don't think I do actually, but I can check it. So if I go to YouTube Studio, if I'm like kind of being weird and not talking right, that's why. Sort by, no. I don't know. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Help. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll down. I know what my first video was. Never mind. Hold on. I got it. It was posted. May 21st was my first video, and I started my YouTube channel on May 21st. So we're actually coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. Hold on a minute. Did that say 2021 or 2020? I did not start my YouTube channel 2 years ago. No, okay, yeah, that's at 2022. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, which is crazy to me. And let's just be real for a minute, because there's been something that I want to talk about, and it's like the fact that YouTube is so hard to grow on, and it's kind of discouraging sometimes. Like last night I had a little moment. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little moment. I was looking at my views recently, and I got so sad because like I have a really big problem with comparing myself to other YouTubers recently. And so I'm looking at other YouTubers. Obviously I'm not going to say their names, but I was looking at other YouTubers and I'm like, okay, well they only have 200 videos and they have 11,000 subscribers, but I have 120 and I only have 400 and I have way less views than they're getting. So it's just so weird because we're doing the exact same things, but I'm getting way less than them. It's just so weird and it's kind of discouraging, but I'm not going to stop YouTube. I really like doing it. I really do. So I am going to continue doing it. Also, why does my reshade look different now? Did it get brighter for you guys? Because it feel like it got brighter. Anyway, I've been doing bathrooms like this a lot recently. I'm sorry I keep jumping topic to topic. I am exhausted, have a lot to say apparently. But I've been doing bathrooms like this recently when they have this like 4x3 shape, and it's cutting them in half and they're having the bathroom, like the toilet and the sinks in one little 3x2 area, and then the tub and shower in the other, and then dividing it. This actually came from Bloxburg. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys are unaware what that game is, it's a game on Roblox, which is a copy off of The Sims. Basically, you have needs, you go to work, you build houses. Yeah, just different art style. So I haven't actually in a while, but I was playing that for a little bit, and I was watching a lot of tutorials on how to build houses and things. And then I built my own house in that game as well, and I did this trick right here, like this split in half, because I'm extra as hell when it comes to Bloxburg building. Like, I will do the most extra things that don't need to be done. That's just the way it is. So, yeah, I'm sorry if it sounds weird. I'm sorry, I'm moving my mic. Okay. Yeah. So I learned that from building in Bloxburg, and I've been doing a lot in The Sims recently. But yeah, I'm looking at the timestamps I wrote down when I was editing this, and it looks like we are almost done. The screenshots are at 26 minutes. We're at 23. Okay, well, that's cool. So we have about 2 more minutes until I'm gonna start the ending of this video. Yeah. I feel like this video has been a really big chaotic mess. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this entire video has just been like, I have hiccups right now. I'm really sorry. I always get hiccups when I'm recording. I think it's because I'm talking for too long. I don't know what's wrong with me. But, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I honestly have no idea. Anyway, we're doing the other teens room right now. The earthy teenager, that's the boy teenager, and he really, really likes to garden. He wants to save the earth and all that. So, I really like the way his room turned out. I would love to live in a room like this. This looks super cute. This looks just iconic. I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm tired and my throat hurts from talking all day. I just want to take a nap, and I can't. I have stuff to do after this too. Tomorrow I have to record another 3 videos. Yeah, it's gonna, if you heard that, I'm sorry. Background noise in my house is common, but yeah. I've completely run out of things to talk about. Can you guys tell? Let's just talk about the build. Why not? Let's talk about what I'm doing, because I have nothing else to talk about. We are doing the kids' room. He's kind of artsy. He has different things. I struggle with the floor plan or the layout, of his room. because it's small and weirdly shaped, because I wanted an art table in here, plus I wanted a dresser, I wanted a mirror, I wanted all kinds of things, and my dreams just couldn't come true because I had no room for my dreams. But it's fine. I figured it out in the end. I did end up, look, that my reshade is restarting. There we go. Yeah, so finished up that. That's pretty cool. I like his room. I'm sorry, I probably sound so dumb and so done with this, and probably annoying too. But I've run out of things to say. This is probably one of my longest speed builds I've ever made. I think the longest video on my channel is only 32 minutes, and this is close to 30. This is the longest speed I've ever made, so I'm not used to talking this long straight. This is like the second longest video on my channel. So, which is so weird to me because I've built way bigger houses than this, and it took me way less time. Like that Tudor mansion I made took me like an hour, max. This video was 4.5 hours long. Why? And I had to speed it up so much more than I usually do. That's why it seems so fast. Anyway, but we are pretty much done this video because I can see the end. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed so much of this video. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello? Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more things like this. All of my videos are just as chaotic and have just as much rambling, I promise. Yeah, so down there is also all my social media links, so you guys can talk to me, and the Woods Stories full storyline to see what I'm doing in game when I'm not recording. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye, guys.